Alright, sorry that got cut off at the end there, guys. What I was saying is that Uchigitna is a katana-type weapon, and it's really quite useful. At least I really like it, because it's got these long, sweeping attacks that hit a large range of people, and it's got, so you can kind of poke with it that way. The other thing that's nice is that it's very fast at attacking, does substantial damage, so I actually will show you guys how to find one of those in this area, but I am currently trying to beat the boss up here. And, wow, there's an item down there that I've missed up until now. So I'm trying to make my way back to the boss. This room here is one of the most difficult parts on the way to him. That's going to help a lot, though, getting both of those guys down right there. So at this point, I'm feeling a little bit more safe about just raiding this room. He whiffs that, so I'll take advantage of it to kill him. This guy's still chucking his fire, so you've got to make sure to side strafe that. And then that only kills one. That's bad news, but turns out it's okay. Managed to just lay him out there. Alright, so this here is actually something that I've missed up until now, even in my other playthroughs. There's an item down there, but I can't get to it from here. So that must be something that you get later, because I don't think I can land a jump to it that way. I suspect it's just something that you have to pick up later on in the game. Anyhow, just easy enough to kill one monster, at least for me. That's where I shine, but trying to take on hordes of small monsters is a little bit more difficult. I'm gonna go ahead and just engage these guys. I had a little bit of cold feet there, but just gotta work the backstabs and it all ends up being okay. We already checked that roof, already checked this residence off to our side here. That's where we used our key. We're gonna come up these stairs and not get crossbowed to the face. Yeah, that's right. What now? You do want to kill him because otherwise he can really pester you while you're trying to deal with these guys by shooting you from behind. So, didn't get my backstab. Oh well. Just as easily tear away at him that way. It's a lot more important to land your backstabs when there's a lot of monsters around. You need the invincibility frames in order to kill somebody. Still want one of these guys to drop their shields already, because that shield is sweet. It's not like the best shield in the game or anything, but it really, really helps in the early levels at least. Like I said, I'm still using it late game. Still not gonna go man up over here. I did die, so my souls aren't gonna be back here. Died on the boss actually, but the barrel is a one-off. You don't have to worry about that after it hits you, and hopefully it doesn't kill you when it hits you. This door here opens with the master key, but in order to proceed through there, you've got to fight like a really tough guy, and then it just leads you to a part of the game that you shouldn't be in until later anyhow. So it's best to put it off until later. And normally there will be a crystal lizard here that you have to chase down and attack. With the hand axe, the first attack won't hit, but that second one will hit it because it's really low to the ground. And it'll try and burrow to run away from you, so if it's burrowing, you've got to land a hit right then. And this white light leads us to the boss. Anytime where you're surrounded by white fog, that tells you that you are in a boss zone, so I can't leave back out through that white fog over there until I kill the boss. So climb up here, kill these guys first, because otherwise they'll just rain arrows down on you, and the boss is tough enough as is. He's definitely one of the easier bosses in the game, but that still makes him one of the hardest bosses around in terms of overall gaming. One of the really big things to be careful of fighting him is that he can knock you off on spots like this here. That's actually what killed me last time. So, Even if you block, he knocks you back a really long ways. Your shield will mitigate most of the damage as long as you got the wooden shield equipped, though. See, didn't do much damage, but it did knock me down and take up all my stamina. Ooh, that was an actual hit. Tried to roll out of that, but just kind of got rocked. I want to try and use some pyromancy here, so I'll bait out attacks from him and then fall back. Ooh, that lunge hurts. Ooh, I'm trapped right now, so I've got to circle around him, which sucks because I'd like to circle around to the left there, so that I don't get knocked off of this here. Because everything went well, I've at least got a lot of Estus flasks here. See, that was just about perfect. You want to just bait him back and then hit him with the fire. Well, you can walk forward while the fire channels, and you want to make use of that. Oh, and he hops back. What a punk. He's using my strategy on me. I hate it when people do that. Alright. And then the other thing that you can do to make this fight easy for yourself is just come over here and walk back up to where those crossbow guys were. And then you can do a plunging attack down onto him afterwards. He usually doesn't manage to hit you while you're climbing up the ladder. I don't know if it's impossible for him to, but... See, and that'll do huge damage to him. I can probably just finish him off in melee. Yeah, I got his back for sure. This is over. It's over, Taurus Demon. Nice. You don't get anything too awesome. I think that I'll be getting 1,000 souls here in a second. Once his death has been finalized. There we go. So that's definitely nice. It's a lot of levels early game. And I will be spending some of those pretty quick here. But I want to be able to make it through, because there's a convenient spot that circles back over here. This door here is locked, even if you've got your master key. It still doesn't open. There's an NPC over here. He's one of the warriors of sunlight. He's praising the sun. You see people leave that message all over.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
Wouldn't be an NPC in Dark Souls if it didn't laugh somewhat maniacally after you're done talking to it. But if you talk to this guy a second time, he gives you an item.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
Yes.
The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
Yes.
This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this.
Yay.
We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
And of course, again, the dialogue ends with him laughing. So what he's describing here is actually the white sign soapstone. And what you can do with this is, I'm not going to do it right now because it's not a very convenient time for me to do it, but you can leave a mark on the ground and it'll show up in other people's games, and they can use it to summon you into their world to help them fight the boss of the area. And it only works on people that are roughly the same level as you, so you can't end up with somebody like outlandishly buff or just so weak that they're worthless. Um, but yeah, it's a cool little co-op element in an otherwise single-player game, and there's also a competitive version of this too, where you can use that to duel people, and if you win, in either case, if you win, if you kill the boss with the white sign, um, you end up you get a humanity for killing the boss, for helping them kill the boss, and you get some of the souls too. And if you kill the person that you invade with the other items, you get a humanity for killing them too. All right, so this bridge though is actually a death trap. You need to juke those arrows because otherwise you'll get slowed down. And if you get slowed down, oh yeah, you die because of that. Pretty rough. Pretty rough.